at some point, I'm looking at possibly making it to where they end up getting married or even start their own family. And start their own family, I know might sound a little odd, but I have figured out ways I could make that work in a way. But besides the fact, that's kind of how I'm looking at it. If that's the route I take, otherwise, I could just see it as they just get married and then it's like one big happy family by the series finale. Which by the series finale, hint, a little spoiler, not going to go too much into it. Dustin will be married again, and then maybe Kat will be married too.
Well, that's a big spoiler.
And is it going to be a Christian marriage, or could they possibly be Islamic?
Christian marriage.
Okay.
I need the answer. How would they have babies? Aren't they just action figures? Where would the babies come from?
I would just pretty much use I don't remember exactly if it's called silly putty or just putty, but I was going to use that and just mold it into the shape of like a baby, but without the head, and then just use the helmet of an action figure of a Halo Reach action figure, and make it look as if it's a baby or a young figure.
Is there going to be a birth scene in the future episodes?
I'm sorry?
Is there going to be a birth scene? Like the mother giving birth?
That I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest.
I think it'd be a good idea.
I think it'd be a great idea, because what you can do is, and again, Morgan, you can kind of push this idea away if you want. But in my mind, I can see this, this birth scene of it, whoever it is giving birth. She has her legs like spreading, and then when the baby starts to crown, you can hear like the sound of the shield popping, and you hear the and then 9 times out of 10 when a woman's giving birth, it's the head that comes first, right?
Yeah.
It's not the legs that go first. And I think the doctor will say something like, "Oh, I see a head," but in your show they could say, "I see a helmet," and then it's just that helmet coming out of the Spartan. And yeah, I know Flick is vomiting because he thinks the idea is so good. That's a kind of a gag reflex that Flick has. When I have good ideas, Flick throws up. So I'm glad that I have his approval on that idea.
It's a great idea. I think you should. That'd be a great scene.
Okay.
With, the red bimbo.
I'll definitely take that into consideration going forward.